Week 1, Lesson 5. Why are rules important? And why should everyone follow the rules? As readers, we need to work together in our virtual classroom, helping each other do their best. So, what do you think that means? We are going to help each other do their best. What rules do you think we need for online Zooming and classroom? Why do you think we need rules for virtual classroom and online schoolwork? We're going to listen to the story, What If Everybody Did That? While we're listening to the story, I want you to think of the rules that we come up with and think about what if everyone broke those rules. I also want you to come up with some rules that you think we need for our online classroom and online Zoom.
Favorite Book Storytime presents What If Everybody Did That? By Ellen Javernick, illustrated by Colleen M. Madden. We went to the zoo. I fed just a little of my popcorn to the bear. The zookeeper waved his broom and said, "What if everybody did that?" Well, those bears are in bad shape if everybody did that. I just wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, "What if everybody did that?" Well, there'd be pandemonium in the aisles. All these folks crashing into each other. Tempers rise. On the way to visit Grandma and Grandpa in Kansas, I dropped just one soda can out the window. The patrolman who pulled us over said, "What if everybody did that?" Why, the entire Kansas would be covered in garbage. That'd be a shame, a real shame. At Uncle William's wedding, I took just a little lick of the frosting from the fancy cake. The lady behind the table glared at me over her glasses and said, "What if everybody did that?" Could you imagine? The cake would be a shambles, all little nibbles out of it and handprints. I told the babysitter that I took a bath just once a year. As she shooed me into the bathroom, she said, "What if everybody did that?" Yuck! It wouldn't be a nice place. During story time, I had something important to say. I just couldn't wait till the end of the story. The librarian put her finger to her lips and said, "What if everybody did that?"
"I gotta go potty. Why can't we read one of those other books? I already heard this one. My mom said recycling is a very good thing, and we blah blah blah. I'm so hungry. How much do you weigh? I can touch my toes. What time is it? Are we there yet? Is it raining? Can I have a snack?"
You get the idea. While we sat in the car waiting for Dad, I honked the horn. I honked just a few times, but Mr. Thompson came to his door. He shook his head and said, "What if everybody did that?" Honk, beep, honk, 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 beep, honk, honk, beep, beep. Not everybody wants to live in New York City. At the swimming pool, I splashed just a little. The lifeguard blew his whistle and said, "What if everybody did that?" That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it looks like if everybody did that, there wouldn't be any water left in the pool. That'd be quite a shame. On the bus, I just stood up to see the fire truck. Mr. Gearshift glared at me in the rearview mirror and said, "What if everybody did that?" The firemen are yelling, "Sit down!" as the bus tips over because everybody ran over to the one side. Oh no, that's nothing to laugh about. Just once I didn't hang my coat on the rack at school. Mrs. Sanders made me pick it up and said, "What if everybody did that?" Well, everything would be on the floor. That wouldn't be very nice. It'd be hard to find things. At recess, I threw just one snowball at Sammy. Mr. Walters saw me. When he sent me to stand by the wall, he said, "What if everybody did that?" Well, you'd have a great big snowball fight if everybody wanted to. But if nobody was in on it, it'd make everybody pretty upset, huh? When we went out for dinner, I just shot one straw wrapper. The waitress stopped taking our orders and looked straight at me. She said, "What if everybody did that?" Well, that looks crazy. Like something from a Muppet movie. You wouldn't want to eat in a restaurant. Not while they're filming a Muppet movie. It's too zany. And there's rats in the kitchen. After the football game, I just ran on the field to get the quarterback's autograph. The official waved his arms and said, "What if everybody did that?" Well, look at that. Everybody running onto the football field. Pandemonium. When I came home, I gave my mom a hug. What if everybody did that? Well, that'd be pretty nice. Everybody should. Hugs all around. You all go hug somebody you love. I hope you enjoyed listening to this story. I love reading it to you. Check back soon. I'm going to read it. Favorite Book Storytime presents.
All right. Let's go over some classroom rules. And think about, what if everybody did that? Okay. So our Zoom rules. Always have your video on and you in the video. You need to participate in the lesson. Keep on mute unless you are called upon. And your name must be on the screen. For your online work, all sentences will be written in full, complete sentences. You must show all of your work for math for credit. Complete the daily check-in in fluency. Well, that one we're actually going to scratch because we are not going to do the daily check-in, but we will be doing fluency. Online work should take you 5 to 7 hours per day in order for you to stay on track for finishing the course. Only abandon a book once a month. When submitting pictures of your work online, please use a bright light, no colored lights, and make sure you have the whole page in the picture before you submit. Turn in your monthly reading logs and always try your best. And I really think that last one is the most important. Because think about it, if everybody broke these rules, it wouldn't be any fun. And it would be hard for us to be learning if you didn't follow directions. For your assignment, you are going to pick one of the rules and explain what would happen if everyone broke that rule. You can illustrate what the online classroom or activity would look like if no one followed the rules.